Why is all this happening, do you think?
Money. Greed.
In the late 90s, a group of councillors, architects and design specialists dreamt of creating a new Piccadilly in London. They planned to transform Elephant and Castle, ideally positioned just south of the river, into an upmarket, middle-class, commercial powerhouse.
And the current plans are to put almost 10 times as much shopping there as there is now, make it a real place for leisure, improve the quality of housing in the area, and increase the number of people who live there so that it becomes effectively a part of central London.
They stressed that although a lot was going to change, the regeneration would be a positive thing for the people that already lived and worked there.
Our ambition is actually to create not only a place of world city quality, but also a place where all the existing members of the community are at home and in peace with what we're trying to do, and actually feel that they are part of that world city place we're creating.
But their vision has failed. 20 years later, the locals that made Elephant what it was have been pushed and priced out, while the number of high-rise luxury apartment blocks and chain stores grows by the day. The key to the story of how the regeneration has failed the locals is a big old shopping centre that's been in Elephant since the 60s. Although closing it has always been in the master plan since day one, throughout the years it became home to over 100 small independent traders who served the local community. But last year the council finally fulfilled their dream and the shopping centre closed. The traders that filled it forced to leave. The site is to be turned into mostly luxury apartments, new shops, and a sparkly new Blade Runner campus for University of the Arts London. There wasn't much of a plan from the developers of what was going to happen to the traders when their place of work was flattened. But after a long fight from the locals, the traders themselves, and campaigners demanding there was at least something, a relocation fund was established, a bit of money they could apply for to set up shops somewhere else, and a couple of relocation sites some of the traders could move straight into. Castle Square and Elephant Arcade. I caught up with Mohammed, who runs Dar Bag Shop, selling bags and suitcases for everyone. He was one of the handful of traders relocated to Elephant Arcade. As I was talking to him, I quickly realised selling there had been a nightmare since day one, and the council and developers' way of managing the relocation site had failed the traders.
That market, to be honest, is rubbish. I'm telling you. Is rubbish. No customer comes, yes. I went 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock, sometime 8:30, 9:30, till 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. No, even one customer no comes.
Just seeing Elephant Arcade in person, there's one obvious reason for the lack of trade. Unless you knew what was inside, you wouldn't know there were any shops there.
That entrance is very small. Nobody can imagine inside there have 10 shops.
The bad advertisement and shortage of signs wasn't the only thing keeping customers away from the site.
Health and safety point of view is very dangerous. There have a sewerage system in the ground floor. The old rubbish coming, and they sometimes they leaking their pipes. And in my front of my shop, there have the smell comes out most of the time.
He told me a story of an old customer coming to his new space for the first time.
When she came inside, she said, "Oh, how you survive here? I can't breathe here. I'm sorry, I can't." And only 1-2 minutes she couldn't stop there, and she gone.
But nothing paints a better picture of how incompetent the council and developers have been than the allocation of the sites themselves. Before he moved in, Mohammed asked who else was going to be selling in Elephant Arcade. Which shop was going to be in front of his? He was told the bigger unit opposite would be a currency exchange. But when he arrived to move in on the first day, he found out it was in fact another bag shop selling the exact same thing as him.
They lie with us, no? They cheat with us, to be honest. The point of this, the two people selling bags, this is not good. First day I asked, I said, what's going on this? You told me there is a money changer, but they are selling the bag shops, and this is a huge bag shop, and my small bag shop. How can I survive?
After his proposal to relocate to a different space was smacked down, even after struggling for a year through COVID, paying rent and service charges, with no trade, Mohammed had to vacate his space, hand in the keys, and leave. Because of the way the council and developers have handled it, he's been left with no shop, no income, and no help.
We write an email to the council, to the Delancey, and they said, okay, we will sort out. The MP is coming next month or sometime. He came there. He came, we were thinking, might be he will do something for us now, yes? And then after 3 days or 4 days or 1 week, after 1 week, they send us one email. We can't do nothing.
Across the roundabout at Castle Square, the second relocation spot, it seemed they were having similar problems.
To walk in through to Castle Square, you need to guess. Just guessing and guessing because it's no proper signs. Signage is so poor around here. It's no tables and chairs. When people walk through Walworth Road into Castle Square, everybody already come with drinks, food in their hands to sit. Anyway, before was a few tables over there. They said they're going to put more. Now it's only one table because the others were broken and haven't been replaced.
Diana had an idea to encourage business. She emailed to propose opening the back window onto the pavement where lots of people pass to go to the train station, so she can sell coffee straight from it.
Even I sent that email, they asked me to do a proper drawings. I paid £1,200 for the drawings because I really need to hire a proper company, and they told me if you do this, it will be on your own expenses. At the beginning, I was thinking, oh my God, where I will get the money from? But I said to myself, if I open this, I will have a successful business. But up to today, I have not even responded from them. I sent an email about a week ago again, and the response from the landlord, and the response from Francis, that is operational manager, or the response from Kelly, that this is the principal manager. They always say to me, we are working on it, and that's it.
It's not the first time Diana had been let down. Her main business and the absolute heart of the shopping centre, restaurant La Bodeguita, helped introduce Colombian and Latin food to London 20 years ago. But a year on from the shopping centre's closure, with a lack of communication and support from the council and developers, it's still not back open. She told me of the endless empty promises made by countless different people.
And she always said to me, Diana, don't worry, trust me. And I don't know what those words means really at the end of the day, when up to today, right now, I don't know even what to do yet. And I don't know if the council or even the landlord is going to give it to us, the support, how we will start trading again. People feel sad. I hear very comments when they say, why La Bodeguita was not open? Why? What happens to you guys? What we did wrong? Then La Bodeguita is not open up to today. I really need to work. We want to work. We need to trade. We need to open La Bodeguita. We need to let people know that we are here, that we are not just thinking, okay, La Bodeguita is dead. No, La Bodeguita is being closed because you make us to close La Bodeguita.
Several of the market traders made to close were left with no relocation space at all. They've wanted to return to Elephant for over a year now, but their proposals detailing how to have been kicked into the long grass by the council, all while their stock sits in storage, costing them money.
Ever since the close down of Elephant and Castle, me and my wife, we had this big intention of opening up a new business. We open up a business somewhere else, and we've been doing all we can, but to no avails. After trying, making up plans with Elephant and Castle and Three Shepherd, nothing happened. My goods are still packed in the storage with the belief and hope to continue with my business. We would like to continue, but with the help and support of council, we hope something good will come.
Is there anything that you would like to say to the community or the council?
I would like to say let's get on with it.
Despite everything, it's not too late for the council to do something good. The Elephant and Castle regeneration comes with years of what I think even the council would describe as mistakes, but there are people right now that desperately need them to do something. They ran hugely successful businesses that made the area into something. They were forced to leave to fulfill the council's dream and have ever since been trapped in a labyrinth of unanswered emails, broken promises, and straight up disrespect. No one is against change. Change is good. But why does the change never benefit the people that deserve it? The traders are not asking for anything other than what they are owed. It's time the council fulfilled their promises.
To think that we have a square at the Elephant and Castle, which is a grand and magnificent public square, seems to me a good thing. It would be a place where you could gather on the 5th of November for a fireworks show. It would be a place where you could have the opening of a Henry Potter film.
Henry Potter. Henry Potter. I know this was like 2001, but Jesus Christ, man, these people for real.
I squeeze the gap.